Alright everybody, I'm going to attempt to create a tutorial on how I make my 3D printed light boxes. I know there are a few videos already on YouTube. I am relatively new at doing this, so posting how I do mine might help others. So for this I'm going to be using Fusion 360. I use a website called vectorizer.ai to get my SVG from my PNG file. And then I do use remove.bg to remove the background from the file as well. Today we're going to be doing a Pepsi logo just because it's pretty simple. It's just a round light box, so it's relatively easy. We're going to remove the background first because all these little squares are going to show up, I believe. So let's drop this in here quick. You can see it's going to remove the background. We're going to download that, drag that to our desktop, go back to the vectorizer, throw this in here. You can see here it really cleans up lines. This software used to be free. It is paid now, but in my opinion it's worth it. So we're going to download this as an SVG. You can screenshot this if you need to use the settings that I'm using. So we'll just download that. Drag that right to the desktop as well. We're going to go into Fusion 360. When you start a new project, it's going to look like this. I'd like to double click the front. We're going to create a new sketch. Again, I just kind of select this flat plane here. Now, all your stuff's going to be up here in the top left. I typically save everything to a shortcut menu, which is when you press the S key. And for this, we're going to basically create a safe spot. So just a little bit smaller than the bed of our 3D printer. So I like to use the center rectangle, place it right in the center here, and I do 230 millimeters by 230 millimeters. And that is going to be the safe spot for our 3D printer. Then I go up and create a second sketch, put it again on that same flat plane. We're going to go to Insert, SVG. We're going to find that file that we just grabbed from the Vectorizer website, open that. For whatever reason, mine always is upside down, so you just flip it here. I like to drag it to the bottom left corner, and then we can just kind of scale it to what we want. Something like this is okay. You can see here, you can shut the... I like to shut the safe zone off after I'm done with it, so just shut off sketch 1. And as you can see here, there are some kind of weird looking lines here at the bottom just because of where that file ends on this picture. So we're actually going to fix that. So we're going to right click, edit sketch. I like to use this paint selector. You can individually select lines as you see here in the blue. I like to use this little paint selector and just kind of highlight all the lines I want to take care of. And we'll delete those. And then I use, for the most part, the tangent arc will do well for circles and stuff. The 3-point arc is something that I use a lot as well. All that again is going to be up here. You can come in here, arc, tangent arc, 3-point arc. So for this one, we're going to use the tangent arc just because I think it'll work the best. It went into the appearance menu, so we'll go back here and we'll select that tangent arc, start it there and finish there, and you can see it finished it. So now is your chance. If you see anything funky with your sketch, any weird lines, any extra lines, now would be the time to fix it. So I mean, this looks kind of weird here, so we can fix that too. We can paint all the funky looking lines here, delete those, do our tangent arc, and then that's fixed. Again, for this demonstration, I'm not going to make it perfect, so we're going to finish the sketch. Now we got our main image here. What we're going to do is go to Windows Select is the easiest way. Just drag everything. You're going to press E on your keyboard, which is extrude. You're going to go to offset. Your offset's going to be 38 millimeters. Just press tab, it will go down to distance. Distance is going to be 2 millimeters. That'll basically make our box 40 millimeters total. Basically adds those together. I do it as a new component. In this case, it's going to be white for the... our box is going to be white for the most part, but what that disc did was created our back plate. So what we are going to do is double click this, name that back plate, and then always hide your sketch. So you can see our sketch is now hidden. We're going to turn sketch 2 back on. And this one I'm not doing anything extra. Typically a lot of people will do, they will extrude off this outside line to either put some sort of background, like, so this file here already has white, so we really don't want to add anything to it. So for this case, we're just going to leave it alone. Now to get these two to connect, we're going to click this main piece here, which is going to be your outermost circle. Hit E for extrude. You're going to click this back plate, and you're going to see